Hi, boys and girls. So we are learning about ponds this week. And today I want to read to you this story called Beaver Pond, Moose Pond. I wonder whose pond it is. Is it the beaver's pond or is it the moose's pond? Let's read and find out. This book was written by Jim Arnowski. Let me take you to the mountains, to a very special place where for one whole day, a beaver pond becomes a moose pond too. It was early in the morning. Beaver had been up all night, adding more sticks and mud to his dam. A higher dam held more water in the pond, and that is what Beaver liked. The pond was his, every inch of depth, every ripple in the water, every bit of flooded meadow the beaver treated as his own. But to other animals, it wasn't the beaver's pond. To the heron, there's the heron, who each morning watched the beaver retire to his lodge, the pond was a favorite place to fish and perch. It was the perfect heron pond. To the golden eyes, it was a great duck pond where they could drop in for a swim. And to the young bull moose, it was a place for the moose to drink and wade and eat green water plants. Wade means walk in the water. It was a moose pond. A cow moose led her calf out of the forest. Mother moose was very wary of the bull out in the water. She and her calf lingered at the water's edge. Then something nearby in the woods made a grunting noise. It was the biggest bull moose in the forest. The great bull moose snorted loudly at the cow and calf, warning them to go away. Mother moose led her calf into the pond. The smaller bull was still feeding in the water. The wary cow moose kept the beaver's lodge between them. So there's the other bull moose, and there's the cow, the mother moose, and her baby over here, making sure they have the beaver's dam as a barrier in between them, like a wall between them. The calf liked being in the pond. He knew how to swim. He swam all afternoon just for fun. And later in the day, he swam in deeper water to escape the swarms of biting flies. So you can see all the flies around him. So he goes in and under to get away from those biting flies. Sometimes at the beach, there's biting flies too, and you have to go into the water to get away from them. When the sun is setting, the calf watched the evening swallows fly. Then at dusk, he and his mother left the pond to bed down in the woods. The young bull moose left also. The big old bull had the whole pond to himself. That is, until he saw the beaver swimming, rested and ready for another busy night. The bull moose grunted loudly at the beaver. Moose pond. But the beaver would not go away. Beaver pond. Moose and beaver shared the pond, each waiting for the other one to leave. Then finally, it was the moose who slowly walked away. The beaver stayed. It was the beaver's pond. Every bit of flooded meadow, every inch of depth, and every ripple in the water. Beavers are clumsy on land, but agile in the water. They create ponds by damming streams so they can swim, not walk, to their food source, which is in the surrounding bush. The beaver's instinctive impulse to flood an area of food benefits many other animals. The pond becomes a habitat for aquatic insects, amphibians, fish, birds, other mammals, and more. This book shows the beaver is an unwitting yet magnificent provider for other wildlife. I want the children to see how a beaver pond can be a duck pond, frog pond, heron pond, trout pond, and moose pond all at once. More important, I want children to begin to understand how each of these animals uses and regards the pond as its own special place, while the pond remains essentially the beaver's domain. Beaver Pond, Moose Pond is, who do you think it belongs to? I think it's the beaver's pond. All right, boys and girls, I hope you like this book. I really, really like this book. And I want to show you this. This is a log that a beaver chewed. Now, if any of you had Miss Ronnie in preschool, if you know Miss Ronnie, she's my friend, and she gave me this log. She found it when she was in a state park hiking near a beaver's dam, and she found this log and she gave it to me. So I think it's really cool, and I keep it in my science center in my classroom. So let me share my screen so you can see what you have to do today. All right, so here in my classroom, we just read this book. If you want to know more about why beavers build dams, click here and listen to Mystery Doug tell you all about it. And here is your assignment today. You click on here, it will take you to the next slide so you can get a closer look at it. Okay, and here's the directions. Color the pond habitat and all the, oops. Sorry, boys and girls, this does this to me all the time. All right, let's go back here again. All right. Color the pond habitat and all the animals. 2, cut out the animals. 3, glue the animals under the correct labels. So the page is labeled. Here is the label that says crane, and this is a crane, a bird. Usually they're white. I didn't actually read the label. I thought it was a blue heron, so that's why I colored it blue. But it's a crane, and cranes are usually white. This is the beaver on his way to build his dam. He's got his log in his hand. This is a mosquito. Lots of insects live near ponds. This is a turtle. And this is a frog, and I drew a lily pad for him to sit on since he's in the pond. And this is the word duck. So this is where you're going to glue the duck. Now this says animals that live in wetland, and a pond is wetland. Okay, so you can click here to go back to the science room if you need to go back. And yeah, check out the video. If you haven't already, check out this game here, Pond Life. You can build your own pond. It's really a fun game to play. So if you haven't done that yet, please do it. It's a lot of fun to do. All right, boys and girls, have a great day and have a wonderful 3-day weekend. I'll see you back here on Monday. Bye-bye.